Yeah, I got bit here and there. And I'll tell you, it's killing me. And this whole area around here is got like, I feel like they sucked my blood. I mean, it's all swollen, all swollen. But I did immediately put Absorbing Junior on, and that's what I found does the best for me when I get bitten by a fire ant or a mosquito or a no-see-um. I use Absorbing Junior, and it really helps with the pain and the itching. Here it is, Absorbing Plus. It's rapid relief. It's mostly for muscles and arthritis pain. But let me tell you something. It works on these. It really does. It's got a spongy top, so you could just dab it on to it, the area in question. It really helps. Absorbing Plus. I have one in the van and one in the house. It's my lifesaver from no-see-ums and ant bites. Time to give Danny her pill and a hot dog. Good girl. You lick at my fingers. Is it finger licking good? Yeah. You want another piece? Hold on. I got 2 pieces for you, but only 1 pill. Here you go. Sit down. Good job. Good girl. Get better. Feel better. It finally popped up with a blister. It has some gunk in it, which is probably the stuff I'm allergic to, and I had to go ahead and bust it. Hey everybody, I just wanted to show you how I connected my Set Power refrigerator or freezer, whatever I chose to use it for at this time. I'm using it as a refrigerator, and I just wanted to show you my hookup here in my van. So I did put it in the van. If you watched my previous video, I showed put it in my previous video. I showed you that I put it in my van where I chose to locate it here next to the bed, which is convenient because if I'm laying in bed, I can easily rest a soft drink right here on the top. I really like the finish of this model because what's nice about it is I don't think there's gonna be condensation on the side of it or anything like that on the outside that's gonna cause it to drip inside the van. But I did put like this plastic cover underneath it for now until I can get a boot tray that fits it. I really like the boot trays that you could buy like at Walmart or whatever to put your boots on at your front door. Yeah, I like the way those are made, and they fit really nice underneath things like this. So I'm going to look for a boot tray that will fit it. Anyway, in the meantime, my 12-volt battery is in a box behind it. Now, it is an acid battery. It is not an AGM. So I do have to watch the water in it. Make sure I check the water. And I bought this at Costco. It was before I even got the van. I think I bought it for the inside of my camper. That's what it was. I bought this to keep inside the camper so that I could hook up my TV or anything else that I wanted when I was boondocking, and then just charge it with my solar panels. But then once I moved it into my van, I have not used it at all. So I'm using it now. What I did was I had to find a connection so that I could connect. I wanted to connect directly to the battery and not use alligator clips for the refrigerator. Right now, my solar panels and my charge controller is connected with alligator clips, but I am going to have that changed. I'm going to get a connection so that I could connect it with these little thingies that go around the nut. But I don't know that I could do that. I might have to put a one of those posts on each side to hook that onto. Right now I do have it with the alligator clips connected to my charge controller for my Dokio panels, which are outside connected. So I mounted this on, I finished painting this piece of wood to be black, and then I mounted the charge controller up here on the piece of wood with a 2-way Gorilla Tape because I couldn't find the original screws. I've had this solar set up for over a year, and I've never, I just don't mount the charge controller. But anyway, I have the 12-volt battery hooked up to it. I have the alligator clips hooked up to my battery, and then the second one is coming out from the battery. Okay, so this first one is from the solar panels to the charge controller. Okay, so I have the extra cord here. I can either put this cord out the back doors, which is where I have it right now, going out the back doors, and my solar panels are outside. 220 watts is hooked up right now. Or I could go ahead and take this and put it out the side doors and put my panels on the side doors. My panels are not mounted. So the first one is connected to the solar panels, which are outside right now. The second one is connected to the battery with the alligator clips. Okay? So the charge controller is controlling the charge that the solar panels are bringing in and putting into the battery. So that one brings it to the battery. The solar panels bring it to the controller brings it to the battery. So what I did was I ordered a part on Amazon that would hook up directly to the battery posts, and that's what I have under here. So the unit, and here's a positive and a negative. So this piece that I have here that has a fuse in it, okay, has a 12-volt cigarette lighter type attachment, and that's what my 12-volt attachment is for the Set Power refrigerator. It's a 12-volt cigarette lighter attachment. So the refrigerator freezer has the male part, and what I needed was the female part that would go directly to the battery. So I ordered that on Amazon. It was like $8 and some change, and that got here today, so I was able to hook it up. But what's nice about it is this: I can also charge my Jackery this way without buying all kinds of things and all kinds of different solar panels. I already have a solar panel of 220 watts hooked up to my 100 watt 12-volt battery. Now I have this attachment, and what I could do is I could plug my Jackery attachment into this 12-volt female plug that I bought at Amazon. No adapters needed. This plugs into my Jackery. This is a Jackery cord, came with my Jackery. So I could charge my Jackery right off my Dokio panels. And then I plug my refrigerator into my Jackery. So I could charge my Jackery and keep my refrigerator running at the same time. Pretty awesome. And use my Jackery for things. I just have to test it to see if this refrigerator will run all night on this 12-volt battery. Right now, I'm getting a reading of 13.2. But remember, my refrigerator is not plugged into my charge controller. But I am also getting a reading on my refrigerator of 39. And I actually have my refrigerator set at 40. So it is much better than it was with the AC cord attached to it. Go figure. And I like having the charge controller mounted here because I also have 2 USB ports on the side of it. Which I can use for my fan and a laptop or something else. But we don't want to drain the battery. But I could plug 2 fans in there, or a fan and a cell phone for the night. Be advised, when you have this type of a battery inside your vehicle and you're charging it in this manner, you need to have ventilation. So I do have the door open, the big sliding door open, while I'm charging the battery for safety reasons. And like I said, I do not have any solar mounted, so while I'm driving, I won't need to be worried about that. Thanks, Set Power, for my new refrigerator for my van. This is going to work awesome.